Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another day of scrapping on a ship. And I am combining it with May I Scraplift You. I am inspired today by Michele McCants, and I went to her Instagram, which is Stampbooker, and she had this layout that has a whole bunch of photos on it. So I'm going to use a whole bunch of photos and I'm going to spread them over a double page layout. I have several that are larger than what she's using, so I'm just going to spread them out. And then she had some beautiful clusters. Other than that, it was fairly simple, with the exception of the background is pretty busy, but um, I'm going to keep my background very simple, just with this grid paper. I have more than 2 sheets of it. I think this is from the Heidi Swap Set Sail collection. And I'm just documenting more cruise photos. This is at the Coco Cay Island that Royal Caribbean offers on their cruises. It is their property. And our excursion got canceled that day. It was very windy out, and we had scheduled to go kayaking and snorkeling. They canceled the kayaking. They said we could still snorkel, but it was a high, I don't know, high something warning, high wind warning. And so they said they didn't recommend it if you were a beginner, not a beginner swimmer, but if you weren't an advanced swimmer or a strong swimmer, they didn't recommend it. And I don't know, I view myself as a fairly strong swimmer, but they also wanted us to wear these really thick life vests, and the water was pretty rocky, and one of my friends is definitely not a strong swimmer. So we waited around a while. They said we could come back during the day and decide a little later. So we kind of explored a little bit, and then we just decided, we're not going to do it. The water wasn't that great. And we ended up doing a different snorkel adventure later in the week that was much better. And the life jackets were the inflatable kind, not the big foam ones that really hinder your movement. And so that was great because I didn't inflate mine at all. It was wonderful. I do have a problem. I float. I don't sink. And so I don't really need a whole lot of help with that. But anyway, so that we decided just to kind of tootle around the island and see what we could see. And so we found a bunch of hammocks that were empty, and we decided to kind of just park there for a few minutes and relax. And we weren't there a really long time. It was really just a few minutes just to kind of kick our feet up, take some pictures. Yeah, my friend Janie was a little afraid she was going to roll right out the other side, but she did awesome. And yeah, we just took some pictures, some selfies, some pictures of each other, some pictures of our feet with the sky. Yep, that's all we did. It was awesome. Just sometimes you just need those kinds of days, I think. And so that's what we did. So the washi tape that I put on here is actually from the Heidi Swap Art Walk collection. I am using some of the tickets and tags from her set sail collection, mixing the two up and adding a little bit of the simple vintage coastal collection from Simple Stories, which is what started the album. And so that big coral color flower and the 3x4 card are both from the Simple Stories collection, and it's going to pull in all of those other colors that I'm adding with the other collections that I've mixed in to kind of work with this. I am fussy cutting a shell out of this 3x4 card because the 3x4 card was already cut partially. It wasn't a complete card, and so I decided just to cut the image out of it and use it over in this little porthole that says, I think, Fun in the Sun or something to that effect. And I thought about using those birds. I've been trying to get those birds on a layout for a while now. They don't make it on the layout, but maybe someday. We'll see. I'm also going to use this Adirondack chair. No, that's not an Adirondack chair. This sling chair. I don't know. Beach chair. And I'm just using my Fiskars blade to trim the center out of it. not the center of the chair, the center of the wood pieces, because it's just a big white space and it looks so much better with those white spaces removed. It's kind of like the ephemera that has the big white border all the way around it. I trimmed that off as well, and so that's what I'm doing here. You also could just cut a slice into one of those wood pieces and then cut the center out, so you didn't have to use a blade. You could use your scissors, and then just when you adhere it, make sure you adhere the two pieces where the cut is, if that's easier for you. Anyway, it looks so much better with those pieces cut out, in my opinion. So that's what I did, and I'm gonna put that loungy chair right up there in that Livin the Beach Life card. I'm gonna add some butterflies to it. I'm also adding the little lizard. I don't know if it's not an iguana. Maybe it's a gecko. I don't know. It's definitely not an iguana or a chameleon, but it's getting added. And I'm liking how that's looking. Just kind of figuring out the placement of everything. For me, the placement of the photos comes first on a double pager, because I got to figure out where they're going to reside. I kind of like this grid-like look on a double page, and I like my double pages to go across the center rather than being two different pages like a companion page, which, I mean, it's totally fine if you like that. There's nothing wrong with it. I just tend to do them more like this. Sometimes I do the other style, especially if I don't mind the photos being separated, but this, you can obviously tell it's all one grouping of photos. So I do have a kind of a fun photo there. The vertical one on the left-hand page is me in the foreground and MK's waving in the background, and then the bottom horizontal one on the right-hand page, it's MK in the foreground and I'm waving in the background. So I'm like, I have to use those, of course. And then it's got my other friend Janet in the turquoise shirt and my friend Janie trying to get herself centered in the middle of the hammock and not feel like she's going to roll out. She did a great job. And I don't know, these kind of hammocks, I find them really comfortable. I don't know about the kind that don't have the bar at the end that kind of like roll you up like a burrito. I don't know about those because I haven't been in one of those in a very long time. But these kind are super comfortable, and it was really kind of relaxing just to sit there and hang out. But it didn't last very long because, you know, we had a lot to see. So we were like, okay, we hung out in the hammocks. Now let's go find the next thing to do. See what else this island has to offer. So that's what we did. We just kind of went and toured around. We had lunch. We watched some volleyball games going on. We checked out the local wildlife, as in the actual animals, not just the people. And I'll have more on the animals tomorrow, so come back and check that out. I am using some 49 and Market rub-ons from the Spectrum Sherbert collection, and I'm just using the text ones from this floral set that has pretty much every color in it. They're all kind of sitting up in the upper right hand corner of my screen there. I like how I just tossed that to the side. Oh my goodness, what a nut. So yeah, I'm just using some of these rub-ons, and the beauty of these rub-ons for mixed media, I'm also talking, I think, to MK while I'm doing this, so that's why my hands are going kind of nuts. The rub-ons, if they don't go on 100%, it's totally okay, because this is like a mixed media kind of a look. You can't read the text anyway, so you can just pick it up and move it over and put it on somewhere else, and it looks fine. It actually looks really good. So it kind of creates a look where there's no really harsh lines like the edge of a stamp would have, and I really, really like the way that it comes out. So I am going to use those butterflies. I do put a little foam under their wings, and then I glue the wings and the foam down. So the center of their body is glued down to the page, and then their wings are lifted. They don't get smashed in my album that way. And I do have a couple of rub-on butterflies that I'm going to add as well. While I do that, don't forget there is a playlist down below for May I Scraplift You, and you can go and see what everyone has done so far this month. Also, There is a link down below if you are interested in our 2025 cruise. You can go and check that out as well. It is offered through Cruise and Crop, and we are doing the Western Caribbean, and it's going to be so much fun. It's next February, and we're really excited about it. We've got a great album planned for the classes, and it's just going to be a really good time. So come and check that out if you're interested in cruising. So also, don't forget to go check out what MK is doing on her channel. There's a link down below for her as well. So her channel link is there if you can check out what she's got going on her channel. For today, we've both been doing cruise layouts all month long, trying to get our cruise albums mostly done. I know I'm going to have a few layouts beyond the month because I have a few more pictures planned or that I wanted to use that I couldn't fit in this month. So maybe I'll get those in June. We'll have to see about that. But I'd really love to get this album done so I can do a complete album share for you. I am adding a little bit of mist in white. I am just sprinkling that over, tapping it off. It's a little bit of Dina Wakley Media Gloss in white. And that is it, you guys. I think I added a little bit of the pink Media Gloss also. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have questions or comments, you can leave those down below. Don't forget to go check out Michele over on Instagram. I will also put her YouTube link down below for you so you can check her out on YouTube as well. I really appreciate you taking time to visit my channel today. If you're not subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe and hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. You can hit the bell also and get notifications for each time I release a new video this month. It's been all month so far. We'll see if I can keep it up. But I do post at least 3 times a week, if not daily. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye-bye.